기회는 평등할 것입니다. 과정은 공정할 것입니다. 결과는 정의로울 것입니다.
This is what our president promised in his inaugural speech. 9 months later, the South Korean women's ice hockey team is told by the government to make a sacrifice for the greater good, for the country, and without any of their consent. With only 3 weeks remaining before the Olympics, they are told that they will be playing with North Korean players. Ice hockey is a very unpopular sport in Korea. Women's ice hockey, even more so. The only women's team in South Korea is the national team, and they are ranked 22nd in the world, and this will probably be their only time they ever make it to the Olympics. Yet these women have trained hard for the past 4 years, many of them working day jobs to support their hockey careers, and the coming Olympics will likely be the highlight of their careers. Then comes the government, following its recent talks with North Korea, telling the women's ice hockey team that they will have new teammates from the North. The team will have a larger roster entry of 35 players as opposed to the regular 23, and in any given game, at least 3 among the 12 additional North Korean players will have to be played. This means at least 3 players from the original South Korean team will be left out of the game to accommodate for having more North Korean players in. And this whole decision was carried out without any consultation with the team.
Adding somebody in, North Korean or South Korean, adding somebody in so close to the Olympics, it's a little bit dangerous. Adding 10 players is very difficult. I hope that I'm not being pressured to play. I'm hoping that we can just play the way we play and not have the influence of I need to play this player.
Unfortunately, things will not turn out that way. The president tried to cheer the team up, saying, "This is a moment to go in the history books." Our prime minister also proudly said, "We are not in contention for the medal anyway."
And the Olympic Committee of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Now don't get me wrong, peace is good, and sport events like the Olympics should promote peace, but not at the cost of just blindly taking one's effort, one's opportunity away 3 weeks prior to the event of their lifetime with no communication with the actual playing team itself. The coach was baffled at the sudden decision, the players were baffled, the public was baffled. Just a few months ago, millions of Koreans gathered on the streets to protest for the impeachment of our ex-president. Many were angered at the undemocratic, authoritarian ways the government had been manipulating power, including in fields of arts and sports. 8 months later, this is what happens. I guess this is the government's definition of opportunities being equal, processes fair, and results just. Signing off, this was Danny Kim in a biased, opinionated rant.